Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Hey everyone, you're listening to the Simply Smarter podcast. Our goal is to help families navigate some of the areas surrounding the college prep process, which includes providing college and ACT-related advice, not just for students, but their families as well. This is my co-host, Caleb.
Listen each week to find out how students can score better on college placement tests, learning techniques and methods that build confidence, beat test anxiety, and identify strengths within each student.
Don't forget to stay in the know by subscribing to our podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Simply Smarter podcast. I'm Jill and this is my co-host Caleb.
Hey everybody, how are you today?
We're doing good.
Yeah, we're back at it.
Thanks
for joining us. This
almost October.
It is almost October. And if my mom is listening, happy birthday. Today's your birthday.
Oh,
Hope you're having a great
birthday. I love that. Yeah, you have to call her and wish her happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Fun. I love birthdays. Side note, just
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Celebrate people, celebrate life.
I like it. I like that for you.
Okay, let's get on track here. Enough of the birthdays. We came across something that is really cool.
This is
really
amazing.
important for families. And it actually kicked off July 4th of 2025. And we have come to the conclusion that not everybody knows about it.
Yeah, I feel like almost nobody knows about it. Like I haven't seen anything about it in the news. I don't see other people talking about it. I think this is a big deal.
I do too. We already have a blog post about it. So if you're a reader, if you're a visual, go ahead and go on getsmarterprep.com and look at our current blog post. It talks all about it. But we are talking about 529 plans.
Yeah, I love this.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. You have 3 kids.
I have 3 kids.
This is an important piece of the puzzle.
They all have those plans.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really cool. It is actually just covering more. It's covering more. It is now covering tutoring services, not just tuition. So ACT prep, SAT prep for standardized tests. Yes,
and
fantastic.
And it's always been associated with just like paying for college, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it has this totally new role. And I think it's a great opportunity for families.
I do too.
This is good.
The standardized test fees, right? So
signing up for your actual test.
Mm-hmm. Test prep classes and materials.
Here we
ACT Flex course. Curriculum books, materials, and online educational resources. Fantastic. And then educational therapies for students with disabilities.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of different families.
I do too.
That's great.
I do too. So yeah, it just covers a lot more. And through 2025, you can use up to $10,000. Mm-hmm. And in 2026, you can use up to $20,000 a year.
$20,000 outside of just like the needs for college, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes. Yeah. So that's a really good point. Let's talk about this. I know we've talked about it at least on a blog, if not a podcast before, but the difference of 1 point.
Yeah. This is a big deal.
It is a big deal. The difference of 1 point can be pretty extreme in some cases.
So there have been quite a few studies, and one of them was from 2009, and ACT cites it on their website. And it's kind of interesting because it talks about like when a student improves 1 point on the ACT, they generally get between $1,000 and $5,000 in scholarships per point.
Crazy.
Which is a big deal.
Lot.
And again, some of this data is actually from, what is that, like 16 years ago
I was going to say 2009. Do you mean 2019 or?
Nope, it was from 2009.
Okay.
So this literally could be even more than that. I just couldn't find a study more recent about it.
Right.
But I think this is important for those merit-based scholarships, right? Whether it's institutional aid or whether it's those outside scholarships that students are looking for. I mean, that could be a lot of money to unlock in scholarships by improving an ACT score. Right?
Yeah. And we've had students come in here and say, listen, I just need 1 more point. How can you help me? And just get them over that hump. And they do it. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see the difference between that 1 point. I mean, it's a lot of money in some cases.
100%. And ACT in that report actually refer to that as a threshold. Mm-hmm. And those are some of the most important points, right?
Yeah.
So like we had a student who was looking at Alabama. It was his dream school. Mm-hmm. He came in, wasn't going to get $1 in scholarships. All he had to do was go up a point, and he got into the first threshold and was going to get like $12,000 over that time frame.
That's huge.
But he went up 6 points.
Oh.
And guess what? He unlocked tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, he did.
For his scholarship. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, even like Auburn University, I looked this up. Now we're talking at 30 versus a 31, which that's a great score, right?
Yeah.
30 qualifies $7,000 annually, while a 31 is $11,000 annually. 1 point.
That's wild. That's 16 grand over 4 years. More for that one more point.
Yeah.
Now that's a tough point. We're getting up there. Not 30, a lot of students.
That's why I said 30 to 31.
But again, watch for these thresholds as you're on college websites and talking to admissions counselor. I think it's really, really important.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Even University of Mississippi, I was looking at this too.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, 28 to a 29 can increase the awards from $5,000 to $7,500 per year.
Okay.
So
that's nothing to sneeze at.
A little bit here and there.
Yes, please.
I love it. I love that.
And the great thing about this 529 plan being able to be used is the fact that now that return is even higher, right? Because it's coming out tax-free.
Yes.
You're not paying taxes in this 529.
Yeah.
So when you spend, I don't know, let's say $1,500 on a class or tutoring, really you are only out of pocket $1,100, $1,125, something like that, depending on your tax rate, right? But I think that's even better.
Yeah.
Now your return is going to be monstrous compared to just like really, really good.
And you didn't have to wait for a promo code or a sale or a coupon. It's just automatic.
It's automatic. That doesn't happen very often in life, does it?
It does not. It does not. Great. So check out the tax bracket, see what you're in. You can have immediate savings. So
we've talked about this a lot in the past, the idea of ROI, right? And this is kind of what I was alluding to. But like, again, you spend $1,500, even if you get $2,000 back, that's still a $500 return. But with the data that we were talking about from ACT, if you go up a point and you spent $750 or something like that on that 1 point, well, guess what? Now you're getting $1,000 to $5,000 from that point.
Yes.
Now that's a huge return.
It is.
So if you can go up 2, 3, or 4 points, now we're talking about some really good opportunities and additional scholarships. On the blog, if you go check this out on the website, there's a multiplier effect tool that's on there, and it has a few examples of like things that some of our students have done or really realistic outcomes for some of these instances. And it shows the score improvement along with like basically kind of what we would recommend that person doing. And it just kind of gives a good idea of like
it does
what to expect and what could be the possible outcome.
Yeah, and it has a lot of numbers in it. Caleb made it, so that makes sense. But like I said,
you're not wrong.
If you're a visual person, it really does help to see it on the screen, print it out. And like we have 3 different effect tools, right? This multiplier effect tool. So we have one for like a 2-point improvement, one for a 4-point improvement, one for a 7-point improvement, just so you can see how those different numbers fit into the tool and how that affects your scholarships. And that's really neat. He actually did a very good job on that. So check that out online. It's just on the blog. But it's a good visual to really dig in and see the real numbers here that we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about 100 to 900% annualized returns, right?
That's unheard of.
Right. I mean, most people would be psyched about 13% in a year, right? We're talking 10 to 70 times that. So.
Yeah. So dig in. I mean, if you have the 529 plan, use it. If you're looking at ACT prep, go ahead and use it on ACT prep. Like we said, the difference between 1 point or 3 points or 5 points is going to be huge. And then how they can use that here at Get Smarter Prep, we have a couple different options. The ACT Flex course, if you want to be in a small group, that's a fantastic option. Private one-on-one tutoring.
Semi-private tutoring.
Semi-private tutoring. If you are super busy, your student is in 5 different things like everyone is, right? And you just need a little bit of a customization there. There you go. Also college prep.
Just helping students, but I've heard a lot about this more than in recent years about people asking about the college prep process, because I think it's just even messier than it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there are some very well-intentioned counselors out there who are just bombarded with so much on their plate.
Yes.
And we can kind of help fill the gap a little bit, help manage the process and reduce the stress at home. And
thank you.
A lot of
yes,
the times,
please.
a lot of the times we hear from parents and they just don't want to go back and forth with their kid, or their kid, because it's coming from the parent.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's not.
It just needs to be said by someone else.
Right. Exactly. So we can kind of partner with the family and kind of walk through that college admissions process and writing college essays and building a college list. We have a really cool, and I've probably mentioned it before because I nerd out on it and I really love it, but our career assessment and major assessment, I think that could be a really useful tool for a lot of students.
Same. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. And of course, if you don't know where to start, you have no idea where to begin, a free practice test.
Free practice test
that we offer every Saturday morning at both our Prairie Village and Leawood location.
Right.
Come on in, start there. It's a great place to get a baseline score of where you should begin, and then what your goals are, right? From your starting point, what goals are realistic.
She leaned in on that one.
And then what we can do to accommodate those.
Right.
How are we going to start?
And it allows us to have a little bit more informed conversation and discussion with the family. Once we have those scores, we can understand the goal, and then we can make some good recommendations, because maybe a course is the best place to begin.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to jump right into tutoring because guess what? Their schedule is chaotic and they're only available on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. or something, right?
Right.
That's the only time.
Maybe.
Now, if you are that busy and it's that way all year long, we get it. But if you have a season that's less crazy, that you could open up that availability, that's going to be a lot better for the kiddo.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And then we always say take more than one test, especially if you're super scoring. That's really important. Lean into that.
And probably even more important with the changes to the ACT, which, again, if you paid attention to some of our podcasts, you're gonna know some of these things. But I think with the changes, there's some unscored sections, and I think taking it 2 or 3 times makes way more sense than ever before. I mean, really, I'm just very excited about this opportunity for students and families to take advantage of the 529 plans in a little bit different way and kind of see an even more return on investment, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty
really
cool.
Great opportunity for sure. For sure. If you guys have any other questions, please let us know. Give us a call.
Check out that blog.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.